Seopolis. The sea is
49-0 in the end, and begin the raiding journey from the same place every single time. More tedious and dull the further you have to go. Eventually, your players call for a plugin to get the drops early on, or an occasional end dimension reset, or a digital shop so you can skip the travel time entirely. This isn't very convenient, and it's not good game design. The problem should be solvable in vanilla, and without depending on bugs. I'm looking at you, Piston Portal Glitch, and Shulker Doofers. We shouldn't have to depend on you either. Also, I should be clear that the problem we have here is not that rare items are difficult to collect, or that the glide through the void is boring. No, the main problem here is the imbalance. It isn't a coincidence that the easiest way to reach entities is an item exclusive to entities. The reward for finding your first is that all the others are easier, until they're not. As you keep chipping away at the end, using Elytra goes from a suggestion to an absolute necessity to a more exhaustive challenge than bridging to your first city was, which is not that bad for short-term single-player worlds, but for ambitious projects or on servers where everyone suffers from anyone's raids, it's horrible. Every Elytra taken from the deck means less for the collective. You ever log onto an SMP where people play for months? Have fun getting Elytra without just asking for it. So how do we fix this? Along with quite a few smaller problems, while adding uses to some of Minecraft's coolest unused features, all with one item? Well, I'm so glad I asked. It all begins with a story about diamonds. Imagine you've been digging, tunneling, and exploring, and suddenly, oh yeah, after hours of mining, you finally have enough diamonds to complete your full set of armor and tools, and you even have diamonds to spare. The question is, are those extra diamonds even useful? Place your bets now. The answer is, yeah, of course. And not just because you may need repairs and backup sets and pickaxes with unique enchantments. No, you'll need them for an enchanting table, because just like iron, diamonds don't just exist to be a next tier gear. They are a resource. How about we celebrate with some music and trail fireworks? Oh, those only diamonds do. Want to decorate your armor? Diamonds. Want more netherite? More diamonds. Every day your ore chest fills with diamonds, you are getting richer and richer. Crazy, I know. Hey, speaking of netherite, what is it used for after you make armor and tools? Nothing. It's used for nothing. But seriously, you're never gonna use it to repair netherite gear. That's never worth it. I guess it's not bad to have a couple backups, but then what? As your ore chest fills with netherite, are you really getting richer? Maybe, but not as rich as diamonds would have made you. So how can diamonds still be more valuable than netherite? Because netherite really is just a higher tier gear, which is really a shame because aside from gear, netherite does have one other use. I'll give you a chance to guess if you think you know. 3, 2, 1, it's the lodestone. A block not only made with Minecraft's most valuable resource, but it was also designed to finally give a practical use to another cool item, the compass. Right-click the lodestone with a compass, and now it always points you home. Back in the day, I loved using
Now it's way cheaper because instead of one netherite, it's one.
lodestones to make geocaches for my
Iron.
friends on a few Minecraft servers, and you can get a lot of other fun out of them if you're creative, but in reality, they don't give the compasses a practical purpose because they don't have a practical purpose themselves. No one uses them for navigation. We have F3. Like I said, it's a shame. I love this block. So in order to make it more valuable, we finally have to go back to the end. Oh, look.
Oh. Honestly, I'll just kick him out already. I just hate that guy. All he does is like beg, 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 and beg. Like he just says the weirdest stuff. Like, no, really the weirdest stuff.
Look at that! Two people seem to be arguing about building an end hub. One of them really wants to build a cool palace where all the members of the server can travel to their different end farms and bases, but the other person points out that if they want to keep their palace, they'll either need to disable mob griefing, or they won't be able to summon the Ender Dragon for achievements, more gateways, Dragon's Breath, or for fun. Well, what a coincidence, because I think I can solve their problem with the block I was about to show you. So here's what we're gonna do. I'll jump through the end gateway, find a good spot, place down the lodestone, and then create the lodestone compass, which we're gonna want to hold on to. While we're here, I'll quickly collect some chorus fruit so I can smelt it, and when we get back to the main island, I'll get some obsidian. The obsidian will go in each corner of the crafting table. A popped chorus fruit will go on every edge with a lodestone compass in the center. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the Ender Relay, a blast-proof, dragon-proof block, which does nothing on its own, but when powered with an end crystal, the block lights up, it draws an invisible link to the lodestone, so when you click it, bam, no matter the distance, you warp all the way to the lodestone. Now, I already know the biggest criticism this will get. Warp mechanics shouldn't be in vanilla. This fundamentally changes the game meta in ways vanilla players won't want. Well, you'll be glad to know that this block is actually the final piece of the trinity of intentional game design. Beds will work in the overworld where the sun exists and explode in the nether and end. Anchors explode in the overworld and end, and ender relays explode in the overworld and nether. And there's a very good reason for that. Ever wonder why the dimension whose entire theme is quirky teleportiness is also the dimension with the biggest transportation problem? Hello? The only good way off the center island are gateways that do not carry you very far, and ender pearls usually make these gaps, but less often than you like. The end is already the dimension with the most traveling handicaps, and it's not like it's the dimension where people will be spending most of their time or where they'll be living. Warping doesn't catch you between important structures or quarries or trading stations or biomes the same way it would in the other dimensions. No, as it stands right now, the end is a looting dimension, and its features are copy-pasted endlessly. But hey, maybe it would incentivize players to build in the teleporty dimension to take advantage of its teleporty features. Not to mention, if you ever played on a lower quality server, Java's ability to load chunks really caps the speed at which you can travel with Elytra anyway, so I say for the end and the end only, let the people warp. Imagine finally getting to continue your end raiding journey where the previous one left off.
I hope Steve dies by getting. Steve dies of Ligma. I hope Steve dies of Ligma. I got a non-racing fight. Yep, I moved there. And chicken's just PNG. Oh, you died! You died! And you're dying infinitely. Holy. Darky. PNG, I'm gonna play some Seopolis. Let me just do my board.
Imagine entering the portal and clicking the relay, which is automatically refueled by Hopper, and teleporting to the server's end hub where you could branch out to a network of other locations. Maybe you just have a warp directly to the Enderman farm, or maybe you put all the relays right by the entrance platform. You could connect them back and forth, or have it send you to an end gateway so the return trip doesn't cost anything. There's a decent bit of logistics and cost efficiency to consider. Also, if you mine the Ender relay without Silk Touch, only the lodestone compass will drop. I wanted to give people an opportunity to reuse the compass or check its directions without losing the ability to collect the relay directly, which you can with Silk Touch. So now it's time to address some questions and criticisms I predicted you might have. Couldn't people easily sabotage an end relay and replace it with one that teleports you into the void or something? Sure, but you can already sabotage every kind of portal and spawn block in Minecraft. But unlike those, the Ender relay actually has a neat bypass. You can hold onto it either in your Ender chest or your inventory until the moment you actually need to use it. Oh, I'm sure you could make a lot of fun lifesteal videos with some Ender relay chicanery. Imagine you're being chased by 10 people and then you just turn around, place the relay, and make the fastest escape possible, destroying the lodestone behind you just for good measure. It's like a more reliable stasis chamber. What happens if you use a lodestone compass from other dimensions? The crafting table explodes. Nah, I'm kidding. You just wouldn't be able to craft it. What happens if the lodestone is obstructed, and what counts as obstructed? The valve locations for a lodestone would be the same as for a respawn anchor, and if it's obstructed, it'll just die. And yes, for my prison community audience, you would totally be able to use this glitch of use that as you may. Think this can make cool escape room puzzles? Oh yes, I think these could get very mentally elaborate. Aside from all the practical benefits, I just think this block is really fun and a wide range of communities can get something out of it. Mojang, I know you don't.
I think I'm Steve. Oh, that's Steve. And time to do some shameless advertisement. Shameless Look on, here's my shameless advertising of my entire life.
I'm Steve.
Hold up, it's supposed to be this. Look, it's supposed to be this.
I'm Steve.
And no joke, no joke. The water is toxic and the air is toxic. If you really want to find out, then just look at my live or my live on YouTube, Discord. I'm waiting for my Minecraft to load so that I can stop playing. Ow. Right. Yo, Cone, check out my live. Look. There was. And it's toxic, so I can't escape the water. God damn it, I have to go AFK. Come on. Why do I have to go AFK? I know, I'm gonna eat food because I'm a human.
I'm Steve.
The Nether. The Nether. Chicken jockey.
Flint and steel. I'm Steve.
Chicken jockey. The Nether. Chicken jockey.
I just bought some land. The virtual land is supposed to go. Baldi's Basic and Hello Neighbor and stuff. You cannot kill Bald. Don't because I still have something comes down. Just happen. Kill Gabby! Kill Gabby! Wall pipes? Yeah, I know about fucking wall pipes. Yo, money? I'm gonna become Mr. Krabs! Going to got a simple look. All the options have to crash. Look at all that. Too many colored coffee tables. We have the coffee table on a stick. Some simple storage and I'm on a tree. The one who broke. Alright, welcome to hell. Welcome to hell, also known as the ocean. And the ocean is toxic to me. Light blue colored crafting table. Now it's with a normal crafting. Also on the west. Hold on, let me get something. Let me get my light blue dirt and let me get my stuff. Bring a doctor. Doctor! Are you sure this will work? No! Fuck. Now let me just break this in.
Flint and steel.
Ow! My thingies! Alright, let's see. 3? First things first. The goal! Let's do this. Some stickies. Some sticks! Make some wooden meshes. Now we could also make 3, just cause I need to. Then we need a wooden sign, but first thing first, let me collect my money. Wooden mesh makes a wooden signer. Now space this. And look at that! We're getting done for it. Oh my god! I'm getting wood too. I'm getting wood too. I got a wallet. I beat quest and get money. So what I do is beat the quest, get money, then I do stuff like I want to stop and go because I don't want to waste stuff. Nice cutting board. Knife. There's even more! And the final one, no, the final item is just raw salmon. Salmon. Ah yes, let me get some salmon from I don't know who. Let's make some shears, let's make a bucket. Let's go for 3 real quick, so. Alright, get it though. Oh yeah, that's a lot of need. You know, let's make some stuff. Let's get some bait boxes. I got water, I got more shears, I got even more leaves. Oh, I got my new shears back, sorry. Then we need some wool. Then we need a bait box. Things like this, yep. Alright, worms, bait box. Now we're getting into fishies. Not really. We're getting some fishes. Again, I'm unlucky. They have a 2% chance each, and it's like too many. Oh. How many fishies? I'm eating the fishes because, yeah, you guys all suck ass. Now let me just poison myself. Alright, cool. Now I can eat more coal. And, Alparatima. How much fishes how many new fishes am I gonna get? Oh yeah! Doctor! I'm sure this will work. No! Minecraft command. Derpy. That's kill. I guess I'm gonna use one of my old fishes. Lunch, Oma. Alright, cool, I have a bone block. First thing I'm gonna do is immediately make a sapling grower. Wait, watering cans? Cans to water your watering? Yep. There's more stuff to do then. Just sit around. Oh. That guy has no durability. You just eat some apple.
The Nether.
The mind of black thing is just powerful.
I am Steve.
God, I hate being blind for no reason.
I am Steve.
You sound dumb. I got finally stored.
Chicken jockey.
What the? I was not fuck there for a couple seconds and I have fish.
Chicken jockey.
Alright. I totally did not click this. I totally didn't click it. And I know that you said Tino. Anyways, you know what? I'm gonna poison myself real quick. I have a poison spot. 2 more HP. Yep, it's worth it to just take damage. What a bad. Give me bones. Cops. Bomb backlash. A fish fillet. What the hell's a fish fillet? And it's always just raw. You just. I usually keep failing to just. Alright, cool. I hate myself. Got amount of stuff. Guess I have to. I made a little bit more big boxes. When I mean a little bit, I made like 2 extra. I can't reading on stuff for this. Oh, bye. Do I start? I start at 10 a.m. today. Or tomorrow. Tomorrow I start at 10 a.m. This is crazy. But I sleep like 2 hours.
But that means if you're a kid under legal swearing age, I'm kindly asking you to leave to preserve your precious ears. But if you won't leave, I'll have to scare you away. Ready? Shit. Fuck. Bitch. Peter Ruete.
Crazy like a boogie out in Low Ninja.
Is everywhere. Constant for the first 18 could be interpreted as poetic. Oh, I also like it when it switches into shrieking mode. But anyway, we can finally fix big downbeats, which occur every 16 normal beats, are a whole reason we used AI was to have a program to automatically generate our rap songs. So we've missed the whole point. That means we should focus on method 2, automatic algorithmic time alignment. How do we do that? Well, firstly, notice that most rap background tracks are in the time signature 4/4 or some multiple of it. Subdivisions of beats, as well as full stanzas, also come in powers of 2. So all rhythms
really knows GALYSHO.
rapping, I guess.
You're nothing but a point at the graph and the best of the stick standpoint to the past, but times change, man. Someone pointing and laughing and pointing a gap and a pinpoint accurate center of attention, midpoint master.
So when I first trained Karpathy's RNN to generate rap lyrics in 2017, I invited him over to read the lyrics my algorithm had written. But then I lost the footage, and then he lost the footage, and well, long story short, there's no footage of it ever happening. That made me bummed for a bit, but then I realized this could be interpreted as a sign from above. Perhaps the AI prevented us humans from rapping its song because it wanted to do the rap itself. Well, Computery, if you insist. To give Computery a voice, I downloaded this Python module that lets us use Google's text-to-speech software directly.
I'm pretty sure you've heard this text-to-speech voice before.
Now, as we hear Computery's awesome rap, I'm gonna show the lyrics on screen. If you're up for it, you viewers out there can sing along too. Alright, let's drop this track.
ENNN% and OORD YGOQRS and NBA.
Wait, why aren't you singing along? Why aren't you? The reason it performed so badly is because it hasn't had any training data to learn from. So let's go find some training data. With my brother's help, I used a large portion of the original hip hop lyrics archive as my dataset to train my algorithm on. This includes works by rap giants like Kendrick Lamar and Eminem. We stitched around 6,000 songs into one giant text file, separated with line breaks, to create our final dataset of 17 million text characters. Wait, that's only 17 megabytes. A single 4-minute video typically takes up more space than that. Yeah, it turns out that text as a data type is incredibly dense. You can store a lot of letters in the same amount of space as a short video. Let's see the algorithm learn. Okay, ready? Go. Stop. As you can see, after just 200 milliseconds, less than the blink of an eye, it learned to stop putting spaces everywhere. In the dataset, you'll rarely see more than 2 spaces in a row, so it makes sense that the AI would learn to avoid doing that too. However, I can see it still putting in uncommon patterns like double I's and capital letters in the middle of words. So let's keep training to see if it learns to fix that. We're half a second into training now, and the pesky double I's seem to have vanished. The AI has also drastically shortened the length of its lines, but behind the scenes, that's actually caused by an increase of the frequency of the line break character. For the AI, the line break is just like any other text character. However, to match the dataset, we need a good combination of both line breaks and spaces, which we actually get in the next iteration. And here we see the AI's first well-formatted word, it. Wait, does eco count as a word? Not sure about that. Oh my gosh, you guys, feature care here. I realize that's not uppercase I, it's a lowercase L. Major 2011 vibes. Now at 1 full second into training, we see the AI has learned that commas are often not followed by letters directly. There should be a space or a line break afterwards. By the way, the average human reads at 250 words per minute, so a human learning how to rap alongside the AI has currently read 4 words. I'm gonna let it run in the background as I talk about other stuff. So one thing I keep getting asked is, what is loss? Basically, when a neural network makes a guess about what the next letter is gonna be, it assigns a probability to each letter type, and loss just measures how far away those probabilities were from the true answer given by the dataset, on average. So lower loss usually means the model can predict true rap lyrics better. Now I'm playing the training timelapse 10 times faster. The loss function actually held pretty constant for the first 18 seconds, then it started to drop. That big drop corresponds to the text looking much more English, with the lines finally beginning to start with capital letters took long enough, and common words like you, I, and the making their first appearance. By 54 seconds, I'd say about half of the words are real, so rudimentary grammar rules can start forming. Of the is one of the most common bigrams in the English language, and here it is. Also, apostrophes are starting to be used for contractions, and we're seeing the origins of one-word interjections.
Dow doy.
Over a minute in, we see the square bracket format start showing up. In the dataset, square brackets were used to denote which rapper was speaking at any given time. So that means our baby AI's choice of rappers are Googie Komi, Moth, and Burst Dog Lacey. I also want to quickly point out how much doing this relies on the memory I described earlier. As Andre's article shows, certain neurons of the network have to be designated to fire only when you're inside the brackets, to remember that you have to close them at some point to avoid bracket imbalance. Okay, this is the point in the video where I have to discuss swear words. I know a good chunk of my audience is children, so typically I'd censor this out. However, given the nature of a rap dataset, I don't think it's possible to accurately judge the neural network's performance if we were to do that. Besides, I've included swears in my videos before, people just didn't notice. But that means if you're a kid under legal swearing age, I'm kindly asking you to leave to preserve your precious ears. But if you won't leave, I'll have to scare you away. Ready? Shit. Fuck. Bitch. Peter Ruete. With that being said, there is one word that's prevalent in raps that I don't think I'm in the position to say, and dang it, why is this glue melting? Okay, well, I'm pretty sure we all know what word I'm talking about, so in the future, I'm just gonna replace all occurrences of that word with ninja. After 2 minutes, it's learned to consistently put 2 line breaks in between stanzas, and the common label chorus is starting to show up correctly. Also, did you notice the mysterious line typed by Ola Webmaster DJ Flash? That doesn't sound like a rap lyric. Well, it's not. It appeared 1,172 times in the dataset as part of the header of every song that the webmaster transcribed. Now, over the next 10 minutes, the lyrics gradually got better. It learned more intricate grammar rules, like that motherfucking should be followed by a noun, but the improvements became less and less significant. So what you see around 10 minutes is about as good as it's gonna get. After all, I set the number of synapses to a constant 5 million, and there's only so much information you can fit in 5 million synapses. Anyway, I ran the training overnight and got to produce the 600-line file. If you don't look at it too long, you could be convinced the real lyrics. Patterns shorter than a sentence are replicated pretty well, but anything longer is a bit iffy. There are a few one-liners that came out right, like, now get it off, and if you don't give a fuck about me. The lines that are a little wonky, like a bus in the air, could be interpreted as poetic. Oh, I also like it when it switches into shrieking mode, but anyway, we can finally feed this into Google's text-to-speech to hear it rap once and for all.
Auntie, get high, you can close your mind. KRS One die. Thank you, Mitt. You're the J trying to.
How the fuck would I come? Don't stop. Fucking make a noise. I'll hit you with this. En c'est très. En c'est capitaine. Captain got killed. Bone meal. Yeah, bone meal. You know that one little thing. Oh wait, what? I was supposed to now make a bone. Oh well, thank God I can make a new bone block. Click. I cool, I beat the entire quest. Except I'm not. Actually, it's wrong. What is this next? It kind of looks like the doctor, except different. Also, I think I can make a fish. Oh my. Look at that, I made one fish bone. Yeah, this is right. Oh my god. Wait, why did I complete it? Oh, making a hopper is a quest. Well, blockhead. It's a football. Football coach. Kid. Kid is expensive. Up I can. Oh my god. Netamorph? Oh, Netamorph water. Oh. You can make debris, quartz, and glowstone. Oh, and also sodium. What is a sodium? Anyways, let's go to Bullcraft. After this, the lake. When like in the ads, if you tap now to watch a short video, you'll see to this after music. Oh wait, that's audio. I'm in Chopper. Chapter. Now into Bullcraft. There's boundaries. Cut. Then I can make a sword out of it. We gotta eat a shampoo. That is way too good. Why am I just yelling? Wrong thing. You can cook minnows! That means they only go for money. I got a skeleton key, which means we have a lot of stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna die. Quick, make a new catcher, wooden mesh. I hope you die in okay, so thank you for making me hurt. Now after that I can eat a beard. Yeah, the time. Oh my god. Even spice of life. The dumb and we stunk. We get stanked. Anyways, we need a catcher. Wooden. Stein. Oh, we got a wood sign recipe which requires stone with wood. I don't care, I just make multiple. And I'm missing some stick. That means that's like using the trapping mower. You stupid. Oh, it's about a bike. Yeah, I didn't get an assist one. Yeah, it's gonna bike next. Oh, mine's gonna. I thought I can make even more. Missing stick again? Kidding me? And get another stick. And yeah, bow. Anyways, yeah, I'm poor now. One log makes one wooden mesh. So the first thing I really want to do is just power stuff. stuff, then let's get the water. And look at that, we have infinite water. Now, not following because, yep, I'm smart by using this. We'll just kind of let me just get 11 meshes. Wood. Nice. Alright, cool. Alright, so we got infinite driftwood. Now, driftwood can be only used with a wooden catcher. And wooden catcher only makes driftwood in the water. Now I've got some fishies getting fit. Rainbow trout. Food. Alright. Alright, there's the wooden knife. Cut the thing. How many insects am I? You know, gambling. Another idea.
Alright, well the comments in the new video are mostly positive, that's a good sign. Oh shoot, Camman18 commented already. Camman think he's slick. Well, I'm glad he's taking the video in good faith at least. I'll give him a heart. Anyway, I gotta get back to my daily session of not making the Daedalus Escape video.
Alright, I'm gonna leave a comment. Bro, I left a comment and got 5 likes, bro. I said, Camman think he's slick soul emoji. Like, bro, I really got 5 likes on the comment. I really got 5. Okay, bro! Is he watching right now? No, dude! Bro hearted it. He thinks he's cool. He thinks this is a game. This is not a game, little bro. This is not a game. He thinks this is a game. This is not funny. Bro, who's laughing? Can someone tell me? Bro! If I ever see you Canadian, not Canadians in general, just this guy. Bro, I got a diamond sword, sharpness 4, soon to be sharpness 5, bro. I got an anvil.
Tara, he went from being a member on the Life to SMP to eventually outgrowing it and moving on to doing things that would change Minecraft content forever. How, you might ask? Well, you should watch the end because I guarantee that even the most dire...
Which is better, complete randomness or mashing one button really fast? I created 2 of the stupidest bots you can imagine. In one corner, we've got Randy, who only knows how to do completely random inputs with no logic at all. And in the other, we've got my latest creation, Mashroom. Today, Randy and Mashroom will be playing through every Mario Party Jamboree minigame, and whoever gets a better score or survives longer in each one gets a point, and the bot with the most points at the very end will be crowned the ultimate champion. So without further ado, let's see what Randy is up against. Okay, so it looks like Mashroom may be pulling a bit ahead here, but who knows? Let's see the final score first. Right. Alright, this one should go better for Randy, unless Mashroom sets the whole paper on fire over here. Now, there are a handful of minigames that don't involve any button presses at all, so you would think Randy would have an advantage in those. But as we learned from his battles against Luigi doing nothing, that's not always the case. Alright, Randy, Mashroom is busy flexing over there, so all you need to do is collect 1 flag. There we go. Okay, so Mashroom is going for an all-out offensive strategy here, while Randy is doing whatever he's doing. But let's see how Sandwiched goes. Maybe he'll fare better in this one. Oh, well, a tie is better than losing at least. Speaking of ties, I think Randy's a little confused about what he's supposed to be doing in this one. All right, it's time for some basketball. Dang, look at Mashroom James over here. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a win for him. Randy's falling a bit behind now. He could definitely use a win here. And you know what? I think he already has enough to call this one. Okay, guys, pay close attention to this photo here and try to match it the best you can. Yeah, this one's a tie. So normally for this one, you actually want to wait to see the pictures before guessing so you can, actually tell which one is different. But thankfully, there are a few rounds, so I'm sure one of you will figure it out eventually. Hey, Randy got one. Wait, what is that? Oh, me and... Well, good job, Randy. Maybe he'll do better in colder conditions. Hey, Randy's actually staying on for a pretty long... Oh, never mind. Now, Mashroom, don't be like your cousin up there and let go of your sled too late, or else you'll fall in the water just like him. A little later than that would have been better, though. One thing to note about Mashroom is that he is very stubborn. He will keep trying the same thing over and over, which means... No, Randy, he already tried that one 3 times, which means that Randy should have an advantage in this one. There we go. Similar story with Hot Cross Blocks. We know which one Mashroom is going for every time, so as long as Randy chooses any of the other 3 options, he should be able to eventually win this one. Okay, Randy, Mashroom is gonna get electrocuted here soon, so as long as you just... Right. Over to Treetop Treasure, and Randy, that's very kind of you to give Mashroom a boost, but you might want to try collecting some coins. Oh, turns out jumping off a giant tree over and over is actually a better strat. Now, I don't think Mashroom is going to be jumping over this massive boulder, so as long as Randy... Well, okay, that was probably the only way you could have lost, so that's honestly pretty impressive. All right, time for a nice relaxing swimming break. Just don't look directly beneath you. Okay, break time's over. Now run for your lives. Bongo battle. Show us what you got, Randy. Okay. Hey, he actually got one. All right, let's kick it over to... Whoa! Mashroom is popping off. Unfortunately, he's a bit too early on every single note, though. Okay, so Mashroom is going to be choosing the tray with the most donuts every time here. Surely Randy or someone else will block him from getting it, though. Right. Maybe Randy will fare better at Mario's three-peat. He already has an advantage in Leaf Leap since Mashroom appears to be stuck on the first leaf, but there's still 2 more mini games to go in this one, starting with Bumper Balls. Whoa, Randy going straight for Mashroom and still manages to fall off first, which means it all comes down to Shy Guy Says. Well, that's a tie, I guess. Speaking of ties, unless Randy can perfectly navigate his way through a long series of obstacles to reach the end of this race, Luigi's rescue operation. Yeah, I don't think this one will end up much different. Oh no. Randy has a bomb! Looks like Mashroom still has PTSD from that, but while he's having an existential crisis, Randy is having no problems collecting coins. Randy's got an advantage in this one too, not just because the pinball machine is modeled after him, but because Mashroom's having a little trouble figuring out how to launch the ball. All right, Mashroom could really use a win here. Looks like both he and Randy are going for their usual guess immediately strat, which appears to be favoring Mashroom this time, taking a 10-point lead into the final round. But Randy's able to clutch with a double points correct answer to tie it up. That brings us to Junior's Jauntlet, where Mashroom is doing his best Luigi doing nothing impression here, but he's got an extra advantage because there's actually a mashing game in this one. Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be a Mashroom victory. Now, if this minigame was all about who can get swallowed by the most giant whirlpools and hold on to the shells the longest, Randy would be doing really well, but yeah, this one definitely favors Mashroom. So for most of these boss minigames, there's a certain level of coordination that's required beyond just running around randomly, butt slamming the grass repeatedly, spinning pipes in circles, and getting fire blasted. So these ones are all ties. But one game that is in Mashroom's wheelhouse is Mega Rocky Wrench Wreckers, where he can channel his pure hatred of moles into another victory. All right, we're all tied up, headed into the 2v2 minigames. Yeah, this one's gonna be tough for our bots since they need to actually hold on to the ledges. Oh, wait a second, Mashroom's actually kind of cooking right now. Oh, okay, maybe not. Mashroom is like that one guy at work who's just moving a bunch of empty boxes around to look like he's being productive. Randy, meanwhile, is that guy who, I don't know, barges into a store yelling about how much he loves bananas. Anyways, it looks like both methods work equally well here. I feel bad for Birdo and Daisy. They really have to do a lot of heavy lifting in these 2v2 games. Yeah, Randy, that does not look like half to me. We've got 2 personality types on display here. The stubborn one who keeps trying to fit a square peg into a circle hole, and a caveman who just learned how wheels work. Unfortunately, neither of those work well for this minigame. Okay, it looks like Mashroom has decided to protest and refuses to partake in this one. Unfortunately, Randy appears to be more interested in this womp than picking up the cards though, so this one's also a tie. Imagine having to depend on one of these 2 guys to save you from a bomb that's about to explode. At least Mashroom's got the right idea in spirit, but who knows, maybe Randy will... All right, so while in most circumstances, I definitely would not want Randy controlling a giant cannon, at least he's not, you know, just shooting the same spot over and over, which means he's actually the more competent teammate in this one. Time for a race, here we go. Oh, I don't know what Mashroom has against that Koopa over there, but I do know that neither team is going to finish this race. Ooh, okay, so Mashroom's going for his signature hokey pokey mind game tactics in this one, and it seems to be working out pretty well for his team so far. But if there's one thing I've learned about Randy, it's to never underestimate his ability to accidentally blow things up. All right, on to the 1v3 minigames. For each of these, we'll be giving out points based on whether Randy or Mashroom can win as the solo. In this case, since Mashroom wasn't able to take out the entire group of 3, he does not get a point, whereas Randy, being the absolute psychopath that he is, does earn one. Now here's a lesson for you guys. Sometimes you just gotta turn your brain off and go fast. Who cares if all your cookies look the same? All that matters is that you have more cookies at the end of the day. Okay, who thought it was a good idea to put Randy in a UFO with infinitely spawning spiky platforms he can drop? At least Birdo made it out alive. Oh, that's a pretty nice tower you got going there, Mashroom. Oh, there goes Randy. But yeah, this one's a tie. All right, Randy, you know which color Mashroom is gonna choose every time in this one, so all you have to do is avoid the yellow. Nice, just do that one more time and you win. Uh-oh. Okay, Randy didn't want the point, I guess, but that's fine because the reverse is also true. You just need to choose yellow and you're guaranteed to hit Mashroom. Right. So it looks like Mashroom's having a little trouble deciding whether he wants it on or off, but I guess it doesn't really matter. What does matter, though, is he needs to learn how to jump higher. But there's no jumping in this one, just punching. Oh, that didn't take long. Mashroom, you do know punching their pictures doesn't count, right? This is gonna be a tie. Oh, Randy, that's not the right toad. He gets a little confused sometimes, but this one is simple. All you need to do is step on the button. Just step on the... There we go. Now, as the solo Randy, Mashroom isn't going to let his teammates move this cage, so as long as you just stay far away from it... Okay, so Randy is really taking his sweet time lining up the crane here. I don't think he realizes he needs to catch all 3 opponents. Nice try, Randy. Mashroom's strategy is definitely more effective, but still not quite good enough to catch all 3. All right, it's time for the annual monkey snowball fight. Whoa, Mashroom is looking like Buddy the Elf up there. Let's see if Randy can avenge his monkey brethren. So close, Randy, so close. Yeah, I think we found Mashroom's true calling. And also, that monkey's. Oh no, Randy has a hammer. But besides that one hit, it doesn't look like he did much damage, thankfully. This mad lad, on the other hand, is out for blood. And that'll do it. Over to the Kaboom Squad minigames. These are 8-player minigames where every team member plays an important role. For example, Randy's role in this one is to make sure Luigi and Koopa are doing a good job delivering these boxes to the truck. Let's check in on Mashroom to see how he's doing. There appears to be a bit of a holdup on the assembly line. Did you know that all you need to do to become an Olympic-level volleyball player is jump in place over and over and smack the ball with your head? Let's see if Randy's got that technique down. Okay, not quite. All right, seriously, who keeps letting these guys operate cannons? Luckily, this boat is made of indestructible wood. Anyways, Randy willed his team to victory in this one. Similar story with Puzzle Pandemonium. Look at Randy out there just, you know, supporting his team. Except, actually, it seems that simply standing out of the way works better, so this one goes to Mashroom. Okay, Randy, for this one, you need to pick up and throw the bob-bombs. Nope, that's a Koopa Troopa. At least Mashroom is taking his role of last line of defense seriously. Mashroom, you know you don't have to stand directly under the water, right? It looks like Randy is over here contributing a similar amount, though, so this one's a tie. Ooh, yeah, Randy is gonna have trouble with this one. Oh, okay, well, you know, even a blind squirrel can find 2 nuts every once in a while. There's no way he gets 3 in a row perfectly, though, right? Guys, is this the beginning of the AI takeover? Okay, phew. Anyways, let's see how Mashroom is doing. Right. You know, I love the confidence of Mashroom here, insisting that 6 is the second lowest number, but that's not going to help him beat Randy, even though I know for a fact he has no clue what's going on right now. One thing I appreciate about Mashroom is how he can look so calm and collected, even when we know internally he's mashing up a storm right now, as if he's like, I don't know, fighting off a swarm of bees. Oh yeah, just like that, Randy. Thanks for the visual representation. Sometimes keeping your composure can lead to victory, but other times you need to move your head around a little, even if it is the completely wrong way. Because as we've learned in the past, sometimes doing anything is better than doing nothing at all. Anyways, let's move on to the Koopathlon minigames now. This has been a super close battle all the way through, but we're kicking things off with Mashroom's favorite activity, absolutely obliterating moles with a hammer, while Randy is trying his best. Another thing you may not know about Mashroom is that he loves eating raw dough. Unfortunately, that doesn't earn him any points in this one. In fact, a lot of these Koopathlon minigames do not favor Mashroom's skill set. They either require some kind of movement or don't benefit from mashing the same button over and over. So after breaking more bricks, befriending more penguins, and collecting more coins in both the sand and the sky, Randy is all of a sudden sitting comfortably with a 2-point lead. But if there's one thing Mashroom is good at, it's going fast. And also getting electrocuted. But no one is better than Randy when it comes to that. Oh yeah, also, Mashroom's really good at poking Mario's butt. All right, with just a few games left, we're all tied up again, heading into the Bowser minigames. For these, whoever survives longer gets a point. Okay, Randy is running straight towards Bowser, but immediately realizes his mistake. Ooh, that was close. Let's pull up the slow-mo replay here. No replays needed for this one. You can either open a chest full of bombs or you don't. Oh wow, Randy isn't the one exploding for once. All right, Randy, for this one, you're gonna need to climb the pole quickly. Almost. Whoa, Mashroom is zooming. Oh, still good enough to win though. I can't believe how evenly matched these two have been. And I'm starting to think neither one wants to win, but we're gonna settle this thing once and for all. By the end of these final 4 duel minigames, we will have a champion. By the end of these final 3 minigames, we will have a champion. Oh man, this one's a bloodbath. Randy's getting absolutely spanked out here. Which means with just 2 games left and down 1 point, Randy will have to win both of these to become the champion. The good news is that Mashroom isn't going to be moving at all in this one, so this should be a dominant victory for Randy. Let's see the results. Hey, a win's a win. So it all comes down to this, 1 round of bowling to settle it. While Randy and Mashroom line up their shots, let me know in the comments who you were rooting for, and
Hey guys, so you probably already know, but Canadian released an escape room today called The Hopper, and if you haven't already seen it, you should. But if you have, I'm going to be debunking it because it's kind of terrible, and the way I'll debunk it is by speedrunning it. So we'll start the run speedrunning this exactly the way you'd expect, just going through everything like I know the puzzles. Since I do, I downloaded the map. But the first problem with Canadian's run is he does the boat dropping through the floor glitch by placing it on the hopper first and then breaking the hopper. You don't have to do this. You can just place a boat on water at the right angle and it'll just fall through the ground. I don't know why he doesn't do this, but it saves you so much time. I literally don't have to go through the effort of breaking the hopper. I can just place the boat right here and drop through. The next problem is Canadian just falls for some reason, as if he completely forgot that you can do this glitch with the boat where you can slow down your falling. What's so great about this is given enough time, if you get close enough to the hopper with this glitch, you can literally just pick up the golden apple and trident from here. This is probably the hardest part of the run, but literally you don't have to do any disconnecting at all. You just grab the apple and the trident and you eat the apple. Then the next thing I have to do is a little bit tedious. I have to go swim through the lava to find the snow bucket, but think about this, I don't have to do any disconnecting, so it's like 10 times faster. Then I have to immediately strafe southward and go to where the netherite block is, but for some reason in his video it's a netherite block, but in the world download it's deep slate tiles. It's like he wanted it to be quicker to mine for some reason. I don't think Canadian realized that while it is faster to mine deep slate, that doesn't mean that I'll have the fire resistance effect for a lot longer. In fact, I still have the effect by the time my run ends. So we'll just wait for this to mine, and as soon as it finishes, I'll place the bucket and pick up the lava. Now I don't blame Canadian for this next part because it was his first time running through it, but he opened this hopper on the ceiling to grab what was inside and then broke it. But obviously it's a lot faster to just mine the hopper and pick up the item afterwards, since you have to break it anyway. So we'll just wait for me to break this hopper since I dubbed in his audio afterwards. So then as soon as I break the hopper, I was a little slow with this part, I'll admit, but we'll kill the zombie exactly the same way you did in the video. But the next part of this run is actually ridiculous, because if you remember in his video, there's a sign that says deposit item frame here. And obviously he doesn't deposit it, he just breaks the sign, right? Because why would you throw away your item frame? Well, actually that's the most optimal thing to do. So when I finish climbing up with the snow, I'll get up here and I just throw the item frame like this, and it's faster than breaking the sign. That's because I actually don't need the item frame. I brought these signs with me. Now let me show you the exploit I can do with these signs that basically breaks Canadian's map. I just discovered this morning basically, but you can place the signs right here on this wall, and then if you sort of do a bit of very careful shifting with the snow bucket, you can get the snow bucket right here, and it's literally just a quad to get to the bedrock. So I just have to land this quad and I have access to all the TNT. And like we saw in Canadian's video, breaking the TNT doesn't actually blow it up. That was a complete lie. So I can get as much TNT as I want. I only need like a stack about. So once I get about a stack of TNT, I'm going to start staircasing up towards the exit. And now you'll see why the TNT is so useful. For some reason, Canadian says in his video that you can't just blow up the grass blocks that are moving back and forth since you have nothing to power it with. But obviously we have that lever, right? So when I finish nerd pulling out of here, I can just break the lever and then place a TNT in front of the lever and pick it up that way. It's literally that simple. It only takes one TNT block and I get the lever. And then all I have to do is go up the staircase and I can place the TNT and the lever in front of the grass blocks and destroy them. And it's that simple. I literally escaped this map in less than 4 minutes. Then I just have to get some ender pearls and I can quickly pearl out. So that's my debunk of Canadian's map. You can basically cheese every single room. It's hilarious. And what the funniest part is, for some reason Canadian knew about every single one of these exploits and he just decided not to do them in the video. It's almost like he thought it'd be more entertaining or something if he did it the more convoluted way. I don't know. But yeah, Canadian's a pretty dumb escapist. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
He debunked himself. Why?
The Sunshine Institute is by far the highest security prison in this entire series. No fame, no fancy entrance, no decoration this time. Just a solid, massive unit of obsidian. This Goliath of prisons is defended by a 40-block thick wither defense, surrounding a massive delicate wall of sand, such that if any block of sand is broken, it will activate an entire ring of budded pistons instantly, which will send a signal to the interior to area bandit. It is impossible to break into this prison without setting off the kill switch, and yet I'm going to do it anyway. One block at a time. That's right, I'm finally playing in the one block at a time April Fool's snapshot. That means I have no hunger, no inventory, no hotbar, no access to containers, no way to craft, and I can only hold one block or item at a time. And with such a massive limitation, can I break into a Grandmaster tier prison using exploits that have never been published before without being detected? Yes, of course I can. But first, we need to find George. Now, technically, when I said there's no way to craft, that was a lie. There is a way to craft in the snapshot, but it's very, very weird. And to do it, we're going to need a crafting table. So I've traveled to the nearest village. Basically, the way this works is you set all the ingredients you want on the ground in a 3x3 grid, and then you just throw the crafting table and have it land on the ingredients. So in this case, we get planks, but you only ever get one item for every ingredient in the recipe. Now, to craft the very important item I want to make, I'm going to need string. And I don't know if there's any way to get string in a village. I don't know if there's any particular entities or mobs that might drop string. Maybe, I didn't drop string, okay? Still no string, what? But still no string, what? Okay, so I've killed more cats than I can legally say, and I haven't gotten any string, so I'm moving on to plan B, and that is to find a desert temple, because the chests usually have a lot of string. But remember how I said you can't open containers? If you try... Yeah, so this is what items look like when dropped, and I just have to sift through them until I find string. Okay, no string, let's check the next chest. Whoa, what? Huh? Why is there no string? Oh, wait, string doesn't show up as an item, it shows up as a block, because you can place it. Okay, we got string number 1. And of course I can only carry them back to the village one at a time. That's string number 2, number 3. Oh, the path back takes so long. And string number 4. Now we need to find a slime ball. Unfortunately, in my travels, I did find a swamp. So the way to kill mobs is to pick them up like any other block and just eat them. Perfect, okay, easy. And now we face a problem, because I want to craft a lead, but to craft something, you have to throw the crafting table onto a block. That's part of the recipe. But this recipe doesn't have any blocks, and if we throw the table on it, nothing happens. Luckily, Mojang did program a solution for this, but I'm gonna have to find 8 more crafting tables. So now what we have to do is place the crafting tables on a 3x3 grid, place all the ingredients except for one, and then throw the final ingredient, which will hopefully... Yes, okay, finally, I can get a lead. And now we must find George. You see, George is a llama, and I'm pretty sure I saw him somewhere near these mountains. Did he despawn, or... Oh, they're in the cave! Oh, shoot! We'd have to take him a staircase to get him out. Oh, we have to go back to the crafting tables. Now here's where the magic comes in. Because once we tame this llama, if I take a chest, and then shift-click the llama, I now have access to my inventory, so I can carry multiple items for my actual escape. Yep, that was all just to get my inventory back. We haven't even started the escape yet. But with my new friend George, we will go and travel the world and collect all the items we need. Okay, so I just did a little bit of off-camera mining, and I got all the resources we're gonna need for this escape. Okay, look, how I got the items isn't important. You came to watch me break into a prison, not collect resources for 45 hours. So the way to get things out of the llama is the same way I put them in. You open the llama, you take a single item, press F, exit the llama, and then press F again, and now you can start building the machine. Okay, so I just finished doing some off-camera building, and I've completely constructed an entire wither board. If you've never seen a wither board before, imagine a giant flying machine with a wither glued to the front of it, and when it hits a wall, it keeps going because the wither destroys everything in its path. Now, normally the grid of water and lava would stop the flying machine, but the wither defense here only goes up to y equals 70, and we are a little higher up, so the only thing standing in our way is the sand wall, which can still detect when the wither board flies through it. Or can it? Let's imagine this is a model of the Sunshine Institute, and we'll simulate a break-in. The white terracotta represents the band area, and the warped planks is the safe interior we're trying to get to. If we break in from the east wall, the signal will be received by the sand wall and be sent south, then east, where it reaches a line of observers that send the signal north, and then finally west to the center of the complex, where it reaches a trapdoor next to a tower of wall blocks. And when the trapdoor is flipped, it updates the walls and sends a signal in 0 ticks down to the kill switch, which is low enough to be protected by the wither walls. And all of that seems to work fine until we assume I stand right here, and we look at a map of the loaded chunks. Now that we can visualize what chunks the player is loading, let's simulate that situation again. When the wither board makes impact, the signal is sent south and east through the sand wall until it hits unloaded chunks before it reaches the observers. And this is the critical flaw. The middle of the signal is unloaded, but the end of the signal is. And as long as I don't get any closer, the signal will remain in stasis. Unfortunately, this is a two-edged sword, as the sand wall stops the wither board from traveling further. But what about second wither board? That's right, I built a second one that I didn't even tell you about. But before we send it, I need to deploy a few TNT flying machines to kill the bait from the last one. I should have mentioned this before, but the way to stop the wither from flying away is by getting it to target a mob and then letting the mob right on top of the flying machine. And I don't want the second wither to get distracted by the baitment for the first wither. Once it's in place, I can turn off the safety and send the second flying machine en route to destroy a redstone line, and it makes quite a journey, flying past its predecessor all the way through the prison until it reaches the interior, where it tears apart the mining detector. And then I kid you not, finally breaks down just a few blocks after boring through the trapdoor and wall signal, shutting down the prison's entire break-in detection system. Which means even if the chunks with the observers load again, the signal cannot reach its destination because the trapdoor has been destroyed. Now sure, I've disabled the break-in detection system, but I still have to actually break in. And under normal circumstances, this would be pretty easy. You can throw an ender pearl on the roof, or send a moving stasis chamber to the inside, use band inputs and elytra, or a really powerful horizontal player cannon. But none of those work in this version. Explosion physics is completely different. You can't equip elytra at all, and if you try throwing an ender pearl, you just throw the ender pearl. And thus, this challenge has forced my hands to discover new technology. I call it the BIE. It utilizes a certain client-side glitch that I never found a use for until a certain Minecraft YouTuber leaked it to the normies. All you have to do, or the way I've always done it, is right-click the white bar at the top of your window. This stops the server and the client from sending packets of information to each other without disconnecting from the server. But think about it, if the server can't send you packets, it can't send you oversized packets. And that's all an area ban is, an oversized packet. And sure enough, this glitch makes you immune to area bans. But of course that isn't helpful because you can't actually move when you're on that screen. Or can you? As for how I'm going to do it, I'll give you a hint as I send these rail flying machines. BIE stands for Ban Immunity Express. I'm going to cross an area ban with a simple minecart. First I'll send George across so I can access him when I get to the other side, and then I'll get in the minecart, and all I have to do is time this right, pull the lever, and then hit the glitch. And you can't see it from my point of view, but I am now traveling through an area ban. Yes! I made it! This would be a lot more intense if this wasn't a single player world and all the area bans are fake, but the proof of concept is valid. Now I'll just take my last item from George and throw it to the bottom so I can use it when I get down there. Conveniently, the snapshot actually makes it pretty easy to scale down a wall safely with a slime block, so I'm gonna go down the safe way. I see the wither, but I don't think he sees me. We're almost there. Alright, okay, good. We're safe now. No, we're not! This is not good. This is not going to plan. Okay, I need a plan B. Wait, why didn't I think of this before? Okay, I think I have an idea. If I just reset my spawn on one side and then... No! The bed's still there. He just moved it. Okay, leap. Ah, I have a heart, but I still heal over time, and he can't do damage if I just run fast enough. Oh my gosh, this is so terrifying! Wait, okay, it should be dead now. Yes! Oh my gosh. And now I just have to loop around to the opposite side? This has to be far enough away. Come on, kill me! Did it work? Is it gonna follow me? I think it worked! That was not supposed to be part of the video. After all that was done, I burrowed into the guard hallways and disabled the suicide switch in the cell cobble regen, and then I mined into the cell to pick up my prisoner. I took him out of the interior, brought him to the bed, and used the same wither that got me in here to get us out. When I said there's no way to craft, that was a lie. There is a way to craft in this. One of the. No. I got that number from random.org. But can I rescue a prisoner from this masterpiece without breaking a single block? The answer is yes, of course I can. And it's only gonna take me a month. So first we need to define what it means to break a block. Mining, that breaks a block. Water, can break a block. Explosions, they break blocks. And technically, if you think about it, when you place a block, you break a block of air. And that's why I'm not allowed to place blocks either. But to make this challenge fair, I'm going to say that the rule only applies to the bounds of the prison itself. But if blocks such as pistons and trapdoors move as part of guard operations, that's not going to count as block breaking because that's not me doing that. So with all these handicaps, how do I break into this heavily fortified and highly optimized compound? Well, I'm going to exploit something that's never been used in an escape before, and I'm surprised the builder of this prison didn't notice this flaw. The first step to my escape is to visit the prisoner. Now, the way the visiting process works is that after you enter the portal, you walk down this hallway and set your spawn on this bed so the guards can perform the kill check. But see, the moment I set my spawn point inside the prison, it's now possible for me to do the end exploit, where you use an ender pearl stasis chamber to quickly teleport outside the prison, grab all the items you need to escape, and then jump through an end portal to go back to your spawn point, basically just bypassing the whole kill check. But of course, this falls to standard end exploit prevention. The only place I could possibly respawn is obstructed by this netherite block, and the guards aren't going to remove that netherite block until after I die. And even then, the moment I respawn, they immediately re-extend the netherite block and obstruct it again for the rest of the visit. Now, I still have my spawn point set at that bed for now, but if I die while the bed is obstructed, I lose that spawn point permanently. And now this is where the flaw comes into play. The kill check is the only place in the entire visiting process where I have to die. I enter the cell by just dropping down a chute, and then I exit the cell using a stasis chamber. After that, the guards literally just set me free. Now, of course, the guards here aren't idiots. They know my spawn point is still inside the prison. They're not going to retract this netherite block because the moment they do, I can do the end exploit. So they will never let another person visit this prison until I die at least once. That's the only way they can make sure it's safe to let another person visit. And here's the funny part. The only way that they can tell if I die is if they see Canadian died in chat. Now, you might be starting to see where the 1 month part comes in. Now, the next step to my escape is to change the name of my account. Now, after you change your Minecraft account name, your old username will be unavailable for anyone to use for the next month. After a whole month has passed, I can buy a brand new account with the same name as my old account, and all I have to do is log onto the server while the guards are watching chat and burn in lava. This is the stupidest escape plan ever, but it technically works. Now the guards are once again accepting visitors, and I have a friend who's in on the escape who's going to visit Guy's vault for me. They'll set their spawn on the bed and die, just like I did before. Now, of course, I still haven't died on my main account yet, so as soon as the spawn point is unobstructed, I'm one step away from breaking back into the vault. But if I were to end exploit into the prison, I would have to be invisible. If the guards saw an invisible entity standing on the pressure plate, they'd know something was up. So that means my friend has to click respawn at the exact same time that I jump through the end portal. And that's really hard to time if you're, say, on call because of call delay. So we either have to be in the same room when we count down, or use this method, the advanced cat bonker. This cat bonker bonks cats so hard it kills them. But the trick is that it kills 2 cats at the same time once every second. One is tamed by me and one is tamed by my friend. So both of us can see the cat's death messages at the exact same time, but we're the only 2 people on the server who can see this. And just as we've rehearsed, as soon as the timer hits 5, I jump through the portal, and we both made it in at the same time. Now I have to stay close to my friend just in case the guards have particles enabled, because if they do, they'll barely be able to see my invis particles, but they'll have to assume it's just mining fatigue particles coming off of my friend. So as my invisibility slowly counts down, I'm following my friend through every step of the visiting process all the way up until we get to the cell. Then I drop down the cell and I just have to wait. Eventually they finally activate my friend's stasis chamber and start paying attention to them. All I have to do now is wait for the guards to log off, because if they hear my escape, they'll catch me. This was getting terrifying. The guard was just not logging off for some reason. I couldn't tell if he knew I was here or if he was AFK, and I only had 1 minute of invisibility left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and just as my invisibility ran out, he logged out. That was so intense and definitely not staged. And from the prisoner's point of view, they just saw someone pop into the cell and hand them a bunch of ender pearls, golden apples, elytra, and fireworks. I told them which wall the pearl glitched from so we could both avoid the redstone lines, and we did. After a few minutes, we were both on the roof and we used our leeches to fly high enough so that we could throw an ender pearl and just barely make it over the area bins. And just like that, we both made it out of the most advanced version of Guy's Vault seamlessly. And the guards don't even know we've escaped yet. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Ah. Tom's. At Tom's Simple Storage. Inventory connected. Oh my god, it's not that expensive. I need diamonds? No. 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 I forget all diamonds. Which all diamonds? Why is a diamond essence? What a diamond essence? What guys find this is what did you stop this? Storage terminal? Oh right, the crafting terminal guys diamond. Well. Wait. What? Stand. So the normal sand can be a healthy sift. Well, diamonds. Yep, that's how you get diamonds. I thought I was so stupid dumb. Yep, so I'm gonna make this thing. Alright, stop by making it. Yeah. And here's just some so let's get our stones. Black. Gonna keep tying in here. How much do we need again? Oh, 19. Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, yeah, but wood and lava will be easier because of my tactic, also known as just build. We have Thompson's simple storage, which is easy to make if you're in. Yeah, mine is because I'm dumb. Yes. I know that it's not done. Yeah, everything except the 19 stones because we lost. We have 18. You need to use LV. What am I missing here? Oh. Hey, oh, what are we doing? Crack. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, where's my rest of the 5 iron? No, funny. Fine, let me just cook 10 irons. Oh, sweet. I'm gonna make some Thomas simple storage, cause yeah. I have loads of iron when I need it, and totally not. I was dumb. Tell me, that's your wheat. And now we need this, which requires wood planks, which requires slabs. So this we have 4. I think 12. Yep, 4 wood planks. But wait, that makes only 2. So I need 2 extra slabs. Okay, so next we need some red alloy, which rubber. So yeah, rubber. Apparently I need to do some latex. Wait. Yeah, I should probably gonna get this. Oh shoot. Yeah, we're gonna use the solid thing. But oh boy, it will be faster. And look at how easy it is to make. Look! Fertilizer and an iron screw. Or fertilizer. And programming circuit. Or we can use a bone meal, compost, or just a wood screw. This thing makes more. This thing even makes more, but just a wood screw. That's it. 1 wood screw, which is not that expensive for 8 seconds. And to make it, yep, that's right. You need a bullshit. Well, you need a new one. So we need the starter version. We need jungle. So how do you get jungles? Let's try by sifting dirt. So we're gonna take a little bit of our dirt. Remember, 1 dirt is 4 strength. It's cool. Let's start making it. I don't need this anymore. I don't know. Wait, oh, welcome. Apparently you're stuck. So you decide to go back and save yourself because you're like a pro at the tech for energy mod. Just AU. That's a shitty mod. Well, not silly, but Tom's simple storage is actually kind of better. No, actually, it's way cheaper and does not require 500 items. Look, I'm really connected. Yeah, we need ender pearl. Oh right, sifting dust. Yeah, dust. Apparently, dust is good. Paint. I guess we gotta know how to make this and this and this in case we need, and then of course this. So we need sand, and sand is kind of expensive. Well, not that expensive, but like this. It's kind of expensive. Like no, really, I mean expensive. I mean like dumb. I'll just make colors full. Yo, we're making how much witch water? 32 mil buckets, and my thing can store a whopping 32 mil buckets. So yes, actually 4. Oh shit. That's you're the greatest engineer by told that best engineer by the game and the law. And then he was just blah blah, and then he talk, and then you don't realize that the gate is close to you, and you welcome to hell. Oh yeah, a funny story. I don't know what the hell this is, but there's a flying control panel thing. Flying control panel? There's a control panel. Yeah, that's a flying control panel, by the way. I just want to say that because it's funny. And it's just my. If anything has hammer in the name, it can be used to make like sand. Diamonds. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, let's go. We got some quartz too. That means we can make some storage buses. Some storage in these things. No, I'm gonna go with stuff. Yep, time to eat everything. Alright, first things first, we want to make a storage terminal, which requires glowstone. Yep, we can make it. Alright, first things first, let's craft some glowstone. Then what else do I need for storage terminal? I need compilers, so I need loads of glowstone. Yeah, that ain't enough. So time to get a little bit more. As we're gonna have to need 3 hammers, and each one is for one of the cobble stuffs. Oh yeah, we might it be 4. on witch water, which is good so that I don't have to grind ever again. And yeah, it's a good thing. And let me just. Alright, I need some like tools. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Guess I'll need my wrench. Yes, my iron wrench. And yes, iron's the easiest thing in here. We'll just take some stuff. Okay, cool. I got which one in here? Now we need to. Yeah, so. Wait. How do I make it again? Use sand. Oh, just sand. Huh. Okay, what? But I have to use the high-tech hammer. Click. Does it make a one soul sound? Alright, cool, we're making more witch water. Like, really, witch water is good stuff. I just got a token. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, I need a rubber. And how do I get a rubber again? I need some rubber, but yeah. That's the thing. How? To get those rubbers, I need to use this. Now I have rubber to make this thing, the arboreal extractor, which requires gear. So you need. I need a lot of iron to spray with. You can always think of this for some reason. I don't know, it's gonna make iron balls, but they changed the iron balls and G piston. Yeah, single hopper. Great, but and we need to crush. What else do I need? I need a screwdriver. I have this. Orange is equal to screwdriver, but it takes no damage. That's useful. I keep right clicking the upgrade stuff with after you just yeah. Next, I'm missing lots of servo. I need more. I don't think we have 0 left. So I'm gonna cook some more. Let me just real quick make some. So the next thing we need, and no joke, while making it, is rubber cheese. Rubber is kind of expensive. No, it's kind of expensive. What I mean, it's really expensive. First off, I need to add some servo and pour on dust. So yeah, I'm missing. Oh my god, yep. And now the moment of truth. Am I really gonna go to this just for some stuff, basic stuff? I really need a redstone though. So time to make even more. gaming, 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 gaming. Oh shit, how? Oh, that's an easy way. My hammer! It's not very easy. Speedrun facing so many dumb stuff. Spam, spam, spam. I just follow the void over there. It's a bad idea. Oh, huh. I'm 1200 block in the sky. Cool. By sand. Clink. Okay, now the last one. Oh no, Sand stole that. This feeling animal shit. That's totally not me. Just bored, okay? I just want to have fun and roll my base. Alright, cool, we got dust. And dust is very useful because how the hell will I like? No, I don't want to place my sand at a depot. Let me just cover the sand in the depot. Is this a safety violation? Is this a safety violation of the sheer amount of speed it has? Really, it is actually one. Because I want to know. Oh god damn it! Oh, bye bye, and welcome to stacks, which will be easily destroyed. And when I mean easily destroyed, I mean it's weak. Like it's not a lot. Here's more. I got ender pearls from gambling, and yes, this is gambling for kids. Instead of casinos, instead we have gambling, actual gambling. You make big. Yeah, I can make sulfur, and one of the resources is sulfur. I've never beat that quest. Well, never got the sulfur part. But I can make literally just 4. And I beat the entire quest of Voices for Day. Anyways. Hey, why do I have random stone? Where's my stone? Oh, I guess I can make a singular. I'm gonna make some torches. Also this. Next, I'm missing a bucket. Dear God, there's a bucket. Dear God, there's more. No. And we got some arbol extractor, which makes some tree stuff. And god damn it, I actually need to go get a tree and not air, because it does not use air. Instead, use trees for fire growing. But the best way I have, not really the only way I have, is by just working. No, not the TikTok thing for instead just either running or like running. It's a of going trees very fast, but also has the issue of hunger. That's cool. Let me just paste this in. Let me just use one bone meal. And yeah, this is how you make it's time to make what is it again? Oh right, rubber. Then you need to get rubber, which means you have to mix sulfur. So yeah, sulfur is actually useful. Yeah, sulfur is somehow useful, but like later it's small piles, which is faults. So at least you save a bit of more of sulfur, I guess. Anyways, so I have 31 corn. There's alloy is kind of expensive because one copper and 4 redstone. Anyways, I'm not going to. I ain't doing all that. Then I'm going to get a thing useful. That's like 3 cobblestones turning into some free stuff. Also, take my 40 iron out. So yeah, it's now the waiting game of link stuff. I'm getting.
Labo, 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 the babble, glabble, 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 glabble. Oh, tongue twister. Like gabba, 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 this, gabba, you babba, babba. Moose, abba, laba, duba, caduce. Metamorphosis, abortus, morpho, abortus, laba, gorba, laboratory. Yama, namadu, yama, namam, lama, gamagu, gamagu. A nama, bebop, gamjuice. Yabba, the babba, thumb, in the beat drop, beat.
The movie begins in a house I can never afford, and a cop entered the house uninvited, casually talking to the kids. As a family of 15 is packing to leave for Paris the next day.
Mom, Uncle Frank won't let me watch the movie. Then it must be really bad. Hey, out of the room. Hang up the phone and make me white, don't ya? He's sicky.
Honey, I'll kick him out. Come here, you little turd. Do you poop your pants?
Sometimes.
Are your parents home?
Yeah.
Do they love you?
No.
So our main character Kevin asks his siblings if they can pack his bags.
But nobody likes him. You're what the French call laissez compétent. What? You're ugly. Nah, you ugly.
As Kevin's brother Buzz be like, is it true that French babes don't shave their pits? But the cousin's like, the hell's the matter with you?
According to my calculations using the Pythagoras theorem, the answer to this equation mathematically states you get no bitches.
Then Kevin's like, can I sleep in your room?
If you're chewing on my ass, you can sleep here.
Then Buzz says the old man outside killed his own family and have to log with a shovel.
And he'll do it again.
Huh? Yeah. And when pizza delivery shows up, the dad meets the popo. Hi.
Are you a snitch?
And this guy gets the dad to tell him all the details about the security system. Was America like this back in the late 80s? Just letting anyone enter a house, even police, without a warrant? And while everyone's eating pizza, Kevin's like,
did anyone order me a plain cheese?
It's gone. I ate it all. You want it?
Yeah, you fatty.
Passports, watch it.
Or you want mommy milkies? What's the matter with you? He ate my pizza on purpose.
Look what you did, you little jerk. As the whole family scowls at him.
You're such a disease.
Shut up. The gap in your teeth so wide I can put food in it. You crooked teeth, have it, always gotta wear sunscreen or you get freckles, ass ginger.
Oh, you are grounded, mister.
Objectively, causing a scene with not getting your desired pizza flavor is a pretty spoiled thing to do. Like, I'd be happy we eating got pizza as a kid, because pizza is pizza. There's no need to cry over spilled milk if you still got milk, you know what I mean? And turns out one pizza costs $12. Bro, $12 for pizza in 1989 is crazy. As the mom casually tells the cop they're leaving to Paris tomorrow morning. Excellent. You sleep upstairs, mister.
Third floor?
Damn, y'all got a third floor?
I'm sorry.
It's too late. Get upstairs.
Man, I hate this family. You think I give a shit? I hope I never see you jerks again.
Kevin then wishes his family to disappear. And at night, a branch falls and turns off the electricity at Kevin's crib. Hello, anyone home?
We're late, Zaddy.
So the family rushes out as a random kid outside gets included in the head count and mistaken as Kevin. And while the kid eventually dips, the whole family rushes to the airport.
Heather, did you count heads?
11 including Matt. So they drive off, get on the plane into first class seats, leaving Kevin behind.
The fuck? Huh? I made my family disappear. You're completely helpless.
You are such a disease, you little jerk. Then Kevin gets happy and celebrates.
Playboy, what's this?
Ugh, gross, huh?
Buzz, you like that?
Whiff. As Kevin shoots BB guns and watches R-rated movies on TV by himself.
How much do I owe you?
Now $2.50. And what if I put this gun up your ass?
All right, Johnny, I'm sorry.
No, it'll make your ass look real cute.
Pew, pew, pew. Mom.
My Karen sense are tingling.
Kevin.
Man, how do you forget your own kid?
What kind of mother am I?
Horrible, horrible.
Iseki.
Meanwhile, the cop we saw earlier was just an impersonator trying to rob houses.
Now.
Ta-da. Now. Jackpot. So while Kevin is sleeping, go rob a go to his crib.
Huh?
Shut up.
Uh-oh.
Like, crap, let's get out of here.
Mama, I'm scared.
And when family lands in France, the mom's like, I know you're on the phone, but we're American, so my problems are bigger than yours. And she calls the police.
This is pathetic. I'm the man of the house. Y'all still there? I'm not afraid anymore. Do you hear me? I'm not afraid anymore.
Hey, kid, you want candy? Huh?
I'm looking for my son.
Man, we don't care.
Just kidding, we'll send someone over.
Hello?
I'm scared.
There's no one home. The hell you sent me here? I want Krispy Kreme. Then the dad complains to the airport staff, acting like the staff forgot to take Kevin on the plane. Bro, you forgot your own kid. Why are you acting like it's their fault?
Do you need help? I'm a professional Karen.
So the staff's like, do you want to wait on standby?
Well, I got the stone. And got the two thingies. The some computers that I needed. Oh. Wow, I can make an extension card. Not for an iPad though. And I'm missing glass and a chest. I have infinite glass. Well, I have 10 glass. I just stocked with 10 glass. And first things first, the storage terminal done. Now I can make it. And then, yeah, it's just my chest, except, well, easy. Well, I want way better than this. So, we're gonna need this. I have the diamonds. I need the 4 crafting tables, and that's not how you make a crafting table. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I lost my crafting table. So like, I have a free craft. Oh wait, yeah, I needed to use it. God, I'm dumb. And I'm gonna steal 4 diamonds. And we're gonna make the crafting terminal real quick. And boom. Nugget craft in here without having to use this thing. And I need some of these. No, I need. Wait. Hold up. Yeah, there we go. So we need a cable. And a cable, kind of cheap. Except I'm missing stuff. Missing the chests and the. God damn it! Can I unturn? Oh my god, it's so dumb. Oh great, it's oak. Oh shoot, oak. Oh my god, that's the boards. The boards suck at. That means I have way too much storage, which is good. That means I can waste a lot of space. Dumb stuff like making inventory cable. Next thing is a not this. This done. Maybe I just like, you know, stop. I accidentally made like 2 trapdoors, but hey, I'm not gonna make 6. Just kidding, I can make how many? Wow, I'm poor. So let's say like I put some, like let's say I put all my redstone in there for some reason. Can I search? No. Why? Oh, I made it spin. Cool, I can make it spin. For no reason. I should have factory made it way better because god, this sucks. Need 15 whole cables. What I'm doing is just making it go up so that, well, it takes that space and I can still use it. Apparently, I forgot that mobs can spawn. Shit, that made me get scared. Oh well, I hope they can burn. Yeah, I need more torches, so cool. Give me some of this, give me some of that. Oh my god, that dumbass scared me. Really, what I'm saying, he scared me so much because I didn't expect them. No, really, I actually didn't expect them to just let me be here. So, this is where I'm going. I'm going up. I'm placing torches. Jungle leaves. Can't place up here, but I can place one here. Why did something disappear? Anyways, we're fixing. I'm Tarzaning my way into the tree. I think it's my fixed. It's might. It's fixed. And in case of how mobs can somehow spawn up here. Alright, cool. Now it's just fall. Find a pearl to save myself. Wow, it's not a lot of latex to be honest. It sucks ass. How do I make it? I don't know wood so far. Just kidding. Just use the crafting recipe. Yeah. I'm just in my inventory cable, which I only have to hook it up. Well, start at least hooking it up. Let me just. 54. That's probably enough, or not? I don't know. And that's like, for example, let's just. ULV, so I gotta connect it. Then take it, and then we can make a new one. Yep, that's how rich I am. I'm using some Tom's simple storage mod to just help, because god damn I suck at making other stuff. Anyways, all the rabbit will be done. Hold up. So yeah, I need this thing, which is expensive, but yeah, really expensive. This is level 0, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. I need how many bricks? Well, the first thing first, we're gonna steal some leaves, and when I mean a couple, how many leaves? 5. There are just fucking 5. I need 5 freaking leaves. A very special thing, also known as 3 knockoff, jungle 3 knockoff. Who will guess that, huh? Oh no. Oh no, I'm dead. Oh no, I'm blind. I can't run. Quick. Actually, just, fall down. It's way faster to fall down than go up. Even if I take damage somehow, I'll still be fine. Because I'm already up. Come on. The one is slow and the more expensive. God, I can't make that. A machine is hard. Oh, wait, the first power requires Greg Tech thing? Come on. LV solder fused, signalium, then aluminum, then andirium, then cyanide, then goes to ancient thing. Yep, I have read chapter. The next thing I takes time, but I should remove my rest over my furnace. Be honest, yeah, it's kind of good. We have Tom's storage from Tom. Wait, I need lead acquired. Oh shoot, I can't make it. Abuela, don't stack, please. I beg you. I'm going like crazy. Oh, wait, what? Cutting with distilled water and then lubricant makes the same thing with less. Then normal water makes the same thing. Yeah, just use the normal water, except the distilled water is faster and this thing is way faster and way cheaper. Noise is killing, pick a phone. Noise is calling, pick a phone. Noise, pick a phone. Noise is calling, pick up the phone. I like how dumbass Buggy is. Like, I'm using Tom's storage and God, I should not have used it. Alright, I get bone meal. A bone meal. Saving? No. Making this. Aha. It's not like I have an infinite source of bone meal because my seeds. Huh. I'm using seeds. How good are the seeds again? Composting? Oh, sorry, that's a GregTech thing. Whoops. Wait, it's way better? But it's hold up, early game. Yep, I can actually make it. Yeah, I guess the game is right. I need this. So I gotta make again a 9 gear, so we need 4 of these. Then I need a 9 gear, I need 4 of them. Then I need a 4, so I need 8. 8 whole plates. Right, the grind. Oh, cool, we got the plate. You just see. Alright, cool. Alright, first thing first. Gear. Next, we need a redstone servo. Now I need 3 wood planks, stabs, planks. And now we made it. Woohoo! This thing is more garbage in my dead pants. And it's gambling again! Yeah! Gambling again. Yep, it's actually way better gambling. Because, well, instead of having a fixed chance, instead you gamble for something good. And latex makes rubber. And for cured rubber, I need mixing station. Or I can just no. Oh god. Cooking pot? Nah, I'm going to instead use my alloy mixing steel. So I need somehow steel. So I need a gravel. So I need a cobblestone. So I need my hammer. So I need my hammer in this thing. I don't know why, but it's super glitchy when I used it. But hey, a 382 is still 382. That is weaker. Like no, it's actually weaker. And then they make a bed and steel. Then I make a basin and a basic burner. Thank God I made accidentally 16 whole things. Oh, and I'm running out. Oh no, I'm out. Oh no, it's a shame that I cannot make more. And it's like alloy. Oh no. And this like alloy. Alright, let's get over here. Alright, okay, I have to use pebbles. Alright, cool, I can make a but so I don't need stone. I don't need this, and I don't need this. Okay, I have 4. Dance till you're da. What's this, basin lid? Hey Watson, cinder block. Stand still, How much andesite alloy? Yeah. Click, click. Still, you're dead. Wow. A whole 18 bone meals. Let's go. This was so worth it to get the 18 bone meals. Also, yeah, I hope I lit it up entirely right, so I don't have to worry about mobs. It's like they can only kill me. That's the thing. They only can. A whisk. Yep, I need to waste 5 iron on making a single whisk. See where this is going? Also, if I use the good old dumb way, it will take me 10 iron. Yeah, not a bunch of not a lot of bargain, huh? Like using 10 for a whisk, which makes stuff cheap to optimize to. Anyways, we got a mechanical whisk. Did I say mechanical whisk? Oh my god, I'm so done. Wait, precision mechanisms are easier? Dance, still. Yo, stop. Yo, until your heart stops. Dun 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 dun. God damn it, I can't break this. I can't actually. And apparently I was smart enough. Stand still, you Hope this thing never kills someone. Right. So I got my sulfur ready and my rubber ready. So then light it up. Cool, I made 3 cured rubbers. No, I need to make 4. What the fuck? Calm down. There's still a way better way waiting for you. Instead of having to suffer to making latex. And yes, latex. The most boring liquid to make. Instead, I can just use a thing, also known as a latex plantation. And then a wood screw take 8 seconds and boom, fully. The best thing is the fertilizer. But I need a 9 screw for it, so yeah, I'm poor. But bone meal does a bit more. But the thing is, wood screw, it's just easy. It's just sawing a stick. Alright, let's see. Saw. Propellers. Oh wait, it kind of looks like a thing. Yeah, I need a wood screw. No, look at that. Actual wood. There we go. Got the wood screw needed for anything, which requires lots of clay. Loads of clay. Requires loads of clay. And tank. God, I don't need to use the goddamn crafting table anymore. Instead, I can use the way better thing. Anyways, I think we have this enough. We can just turn this into some soaking. I'm gonna only do 16 at a time, so yeah. I don't need the rest. cool, we got the dust. And now we can just eat it in. It turns into some clay. And clay, what? Okay, dust, it does nothing, but then clay has an A2Li. Oh, 2. Si2, H2O, and 6. So that means there's 6 of them. 6 of these things. I use clay. I'm rich with clays. Oh, since I'm poor, I'm using oak. And I have my 1 screw I needed. Yeah, my 1. And now we can make some actual red alloys. No, really, red alloys. So we also need a copper. So we need some copper. I don't even need to take it. I just have too much. Yeah, I might have a couple stacks of copper. Yeah, that's telling me now because I was not throwing it out. And 27 iron ores. Huh? Oh yeah, magnetite equals iron ore. Anyways, now we can finally make. So we just 4 and this, and then we need some power. We need power. So what if I use my good old composter and just burn it? Yep, my composter died. But hey, we got one, and it's like a lot. Yo, okay, one. Wait, 1? That's dumb. Hey, at least I can make some stuff better. Now apparently I need 1 extra. I can just take that. You goddamn kidding me? You
Wait. So the mom waits for an open flight while the rest of the family don't care about Kevin. They don't care about you. And this film is based in Chicago, a beautiful, gorgeous place. Before it became one of the most dangerous cities in America. Now Kevin starts acting like a grown-ass man. And using his brother's stash, he goes off to buy a toothbrush. So while the thieves continue to steal from different houses, they coincidentally hear a voice message from Kevin's dad saying they're still in Paris trying to contact the neighbors. You're right, they're gone. I knew they were. Excuse me. How may I help you? Will brushing my teeth help pull more girls? Steve, I got an incel at the counter. Hey, little boy. Huh? It's Joe Biden. Because Kevin didn't pay, he is now a thug. Shoplifter. Really, bro? You want to snitch over a toothbrush? If I saw a kid run off with a toothbrush in my store, I'm gonna think, damn, his breath must stank. He needs it. Huh? Did he catch me? Wee. Whoa. Ah. So as that little thug walks home, the robbers leave the boy running as their calling card. You idiot. Vroom vroom. Hey, watch out. Shit. Yeah. Sorry. Merry Christmas. His hairline receding. I don't like the way they look at me. So they follow him but loses Kevin near the church. Ain't it? And the Kevin thinking they'll come back, he decides to stand on business. Huh? There's people. Let's try again tomorrow. Vroom. Meanwhile in Paris, the family's having a time of their lives because they don't care about Kevin. You're not worried about Kevin? Man, fuck Kevin. Boy, why does your ass look like Wallace? And while Kevin orders and enjoys his own pizzas, the mom tries to board a faster flight by making a deal with a passenger, which includes 2 first-class seats, $500 cash, a Rolex ring, and pocket translator to board on Friday. But the husband's like, she's got her own money. Come on, she thinks we're poor. I'm desperate. My son isn't even potty trained. Please. And the mom boards the flight. And this flight doesn't even go to Chicago, by the way. So she did all that to go to a random state in America. And despite Kevin getting what he wanted, which was for his family to disappear, he starts to miss them. And the next day, Kevin goes shopping. And the counter lady starts acting sus. Where do you live? I can't tell you that. Why not? Because you're a stranger. Girl, why the hell are you trying to know where he lives? So Kevin gets the groceries, does the laundry, and even the dishes as the robbers checks the house again. Smell my feet. Then Kevin turns on the TV. Come here, you bomba, I shoot you for Jamaica. Ya mama. Daddy. Hey, yo, somebody just got blown away. Let's wait and see who it is. That's a good idea. And when the mom arrives in America, it's still fully booked. So she gives the pumpkin spice latte Karen tantrum. Let me speak to your manager. Do you know who I am? I will sue you.
So, oh shit. Well, let's just go to here. Yep, I'm holding Splint. Falling to my imminent doom. And falling into my contraption of wheels. Yep, it's actually just fucking wheels. Who will guess that wheels are powerful, huh? Let's just take like this is enough. I doubt we're using loads of books. Oh, apparently it's fast. Okay, I have this. And next is Niederer. Nah, I'm actually not doing that. I have Fischerrabe. Just good enough, but I need 4 rubber sheets. But hey. Just wait a minute. It's very useful for the rubber sheets.
Excuse me. What? And Big Boy offers to give her a ride to Chicago. Thank you. I still ain't letting you hit though. And the robbers wake up to see little Kevin home alone. But like idiots, they announce they'll rob the place by being hella loud, which gets Kevin to hear them. We'll rob the place at 9 o'clock. Mom, where are you? As Big Boy tries raising up Kevin's mom with a clarinet. Excuse me. Yeah? Your shoes look made in China. Thanks. Is he still here? Santa's getting to his car. I fucking take it. I'm gonna pay for my vape. Santa? Ah, shit. I know you have a vape addiction. Nuh-uh. I just want my family back. Who do you think I am? Jesus? Here, have some mints instead. So realizing Santa's a fraud, bro finds Jesus instead. It's Joe Biden. He's gonna sniff me. Merry Christmas. May I sit down? Okay. That's my granddaughter up there, Ginger Freckles. She means the world to me. Just put the fries in the bag, little bro. And turns out the old man doesn't know what the rumors say. Then Ben's to Kevin he hasn't spoken to his son since an argument and misses him dearly. So Kevin's like, don't be a pussy, go talk to him. And the old man says he'll try and they shake on it. And when Kevin gets back home, he turns into a menace, creating trap after trap after trap. So when they pull up at 9 o'clock, Kevin turns into a redneck. It's Michael Jackson. You're a sheeper. Say goodbye to your future kids. Oh, shoot. Hello. That's it. I'm gonna drown that kid in a sewer of rats. Yeet. Meanwhile, the other tries the basement. Yeet. Ow. Wow. Oh. Now, it's pretty wild that Kevin had the back door open. Where are you? Yoink. Okay. I know these scenes are for comedic effect, but some of these injuries look gruesome. Like in Final Destination 5, which is a horror film, has a nail scene. Meanwhile, in this family film, bro steps on a nail. I'm gonna get that little brat. And now bro has a boat spot on top of what's left of his hairline. And as the two thieves go through trap after trap, they eventually get inside the house. Marv, Harry, why are you dressed like a chicken? So Kevin calls the police but gets his leg grabbed when trying to escape. No. Gotcha. Here, have a spider. You like it? Tee. So long, junkies. Yeet. You know, at this point, you could have robbed the place freely or go downstairs to chase the kid, but no, you want to swing on the rope and get the Tarzan special. Oof. Ooh. Tee. I'm calling the cops because I'm a snitch. I got a better idea. And Kevin enters the neighbor's house that's already been robbed. Huh? Get over here, you shrimp. Now I'm gonna bite your finger because I'm a weirdo. One at a time. And the old man saves Kevin. Let's get you home. Then the cops arrive arresting the thieves. Bye, Baldy. I hate kids. But Kevin spends Christmas Eve all by himself. And on Christmas morning, his Delulu ass thinks his family's back, only to realize he got bamboozled by Santa. Because he prayed to Jesus, the Lord answered his prayers. Mama, Merry Christmas, sweetheart. So you left me all alone and that's all you gotta say? Oh, Kevin, I'm so sorry. I'm just playing mommy. And as they reunite, the rest of the family show up when they're supposed to since the mom took forever to get back. Pretty cool, this place smells like piss. Thanks, Buzz. And the film ends with the old man reuniting with his son. And the family have a happily ever after. Until they abandon Kevin again in the next film. So the next video will be an animation film. But please tell me the car.
Joe. Anyways, finally. New rubber. Yes, rubber. How do I make here rubber? That's right. Wait. What can be? Hold up. Pressing. Yeah, you actually need presses though. You need to press stuff, so if you don't have a press, then you can play. Oh shoot, one went off. Why do I keep missing? There you go. Alright, let's see. Wow, here rubber. Now just bonk it. Alright, cool, I got a token. Yeah. So Jesus. Oh. So sandy. Well, just Effie and what? Nickel. Oh, nickel. How do you make nickel? Oh, nickel ore. But how do you get nickel ore? What? And we've got to kill all the sheets. And now we need to make. Wait, what? I can make tools out of that? Whoa, you kidding? Make some, hold up. I need to make some red alloy. Okay, let's see. I need plates, so time to crush. Anyways, I'm gonna get richer right quick, so I'm gonna get like max level. I'm gonna get some good stuff because yeah, I deserve it. I'm grinding a lot. 44 bricks. 11. Anyways, we're gonna make this thing, which requires 2 bricks. And then I need 13 bricks? I'll have 15 bricks. Yeah, the game is slightly generous. Just kidding, it's not. Not even generous. I'm just, yep, cooking. Yep, I have to cook stuff manually. And yes, I got an entire thing for steel. It's your very first thing. Now I accidentally used a coke. I made a coke oven. Yes, an oven made out of with coke. Yeah, it's stable. It turns coal into coal chew. And coal chew is way better. Because apparently, magic. Bingo bell, bingo bell, bingo bell. Oh my god, yeah, riches. Yeah, pulling out Paul. Let's take some of my iron. Alright. So, to make a wire, to make this, apparently I need this, which requires screws, rods. Yeah, so I need 3 ingots, 3 irons, which is you need to get. We got 3 iron plates. Let's go. Okay, next we need the the screws, which require bolts, which require iron hard. So, what do we need? We need 5. Oh shit, that was all my iron. Just kidding, I have more. Then we're gonna have to commit saw. Then we'll just make iron screw, which then makes us be. Oh god, I need my file. What am I missing? I have everything. Fine. Wait, screwdriver? I need a screwdriver for that? Well. But -1? 0 seconds remaining. Is that how to make this? I need more hearts. Cool. And what I hearts make other stuff. And I'm not make the rest of it. Wait, how many cobalts? Oh yeah, every die. Oh, cobalt. There goes. Now I can next up build this entire thing. And all of that for no joke wires. Yep, that's how expensive fluffing wires are. Then we make them better with yeah, it's kind of like a super conductor, except so gold. Gold is used to make diesel engines. Yes, actual diesel. We can kind of make this with mechanical roller. Mechanical roller. How? Hey, at least you can make if it's iron that can be then washed. God, this is like, and this is a tech. Anyways, so you'll remake some LV. So let me just make some ELV machine holes. So then put bus, and then I think it's like down, and then now put bus. Now is that all I need? Like no, is it all I need? Okay. Oh wait, what the? I'm a genius. Genius. Don't need this. You know what? That's another. Also notice this. So you really want to get this. So switch this, which I knew we need lead and lead. Because more grinding. Because we need Galena. Galena requires saving. Crushed Blackstone. Yeah, now it has a use. Now that yep, everything I made had a use. And now I just gotta connect it. Oh no, I'm sure it's not like I have even more. Okay. You kidding me? You kidding me? You can have cheeseburger. Oh yeah, you can't. Just need in hell. But I don't care. It goes in hell. It does not need to go in hell. I just need a lunch. You can't be kidding me. Well, I guess we'll just take the only lunch. Yeah. We just eat everything. Oh no, my wrench. Oh no. My wrench. I can't just have one stuff. I can just take it. It's not being too bad. And now it's pumping in, and now it's making some black stone. Some stone is black, except the good thing is we have so much witch water that we can make a lot. So I really don't care me using too much stuff like blackstone. Like, come on, it's just blackstone. Hammer, and you should take my wooden hammer. And let's start sitting after getting more. It's done. Oh cool, I'm done it. I done the entire thing. Now let's just rebuild the entire machinery. Now let's just stop getting water everywhere again. And yeah, we're making lava every 15 ticks. If you don't know what a tick is, just think of it as like take 20 ticks, okay? You might think, yeah, that's a long. Just kidding, it's not. So what's it? It's very short. 20 ticks equals 1 real life IRL, which is fast. Yeah, very fast. And since my growth thing is so fast, yeah, we're really needing done it so hard. I had to grind some stuff really hard now. First thing first, the copper. I don't have enough copper, so let's start making some glana, which turns into lead. And lead, oh, we can make stuff like this and this and this and this. But we're gonna try to use our odds to make springs, because Billy, the teacher, this thing requires long lead rods, which require rods. So yeah, I need lots of lead. So let's just craft some of that. Oh shit. Okay, cool. So now I can make 4. I can make 2 long lead rods, which makes a lead spring. Just kidding, I'm missing rod somehow. Yeah, probably am. I have some iron rods. And what else do we need? We need another redstone server. Thank God I'm not qualified. Plate. Yep, I'm out of plates. So time to take 4 for the 4 stuff. The 4 for the 2 for the actual recipe, and 2 for the redstone server. Everything ain't cheap. Yeah, keep that in mind. Everything ain't cheap. So the grind stops. I collect the bricks as a joy, as now I finally have it. I have built everything that I needed. And now I actually need to build the entire thing, which requires 5 logs, 1 dirt, and some ULV stuff. So now let's just immediately speed on making 3. Alright, I might have forgot that it's big, so it will take a bit of time though. Ow. Let me just, oh sheesh. Go. Everyday INGs. Wait, oh god, it's not. Yeah. How do I get down again? I have an idea. But at least the wall that high. I almost died. Wait, yeah, I really don't want to die because this is hardcore, and hardcore, you know, hardcore, like, it's like real life. It's really like gameplay. Right way you just jump down into the void and underneath the platform. Wait, Dripstone Cave? Underneath is a Dripstone Cave? Oh shoot. Alright, cool. I'm still alive. Now, I don't trust everything. Yeah, I need to trust it. So, first things first, I guess I need to sleep. But yeah, I just only here. And yes, I know. I have to do some extra before dying. Be happy that I delete. Oh, no. Delete the vines. And this is actually 45 blocks. So yeah. Now it's 16 blocks. Well, let's just drop down into hell and back to heaven. Hold up. Oh, no. Huh? Build up some vines. God damn it.
Comments. If you don't want any non-animation films, do let me know. I only want to post non-animation sometimes and make sure most films I
Prison community has Pandora's Vault to thank for kickstarting a revolution of prison technology. We've come a long way since, but it never would have happened if it weren't for the hard work, sweat, and tears that Austin put into building an entire prison on an incredibly famous Minecraft server, the Dream SMP, where so many people would be inspired by it. But wait a minute, said the prison community. We've made so many more prisons since, and some of them are actually pretty small. Why have none of us built a single one in survival yet? Of course, one reason is we keep making improvements, but that's not the main reason. Placing such an obscene amount of blocks, mostly obsidian, and transporting the Elder Guardians just seems so insanely tedious, let alone doing that all by yourself. And hang on, the Dream SMP does use cheats. They're not shy about it, it's just a feature of the SMP. So if Pandora's Vault just appeared on the server one day, already fully built in mint condition with its obsidian farm from some unknown mysterious location, was it actually built in survival? Most of us believed, nah, definitely not. And that's fine. If I ran a lore-based SMP, I would have used World Edit too, rather than waste months farming and placing obsidian. It's just the theory that made the most sense. But yet, people would insist it must have been made in survival. Well, you don't know how much work they did off camera. Can't you see the chests to use to store all the obsidian? Once you have all the obsidian, you could theoretically build it in a day. They only use commands for certain events or to give out illegal items. They wouldn't use World Edit to build an entire structure. Only the Dream XT account uses any cheats. And to be fully fair to them, it is impossible to prove. There is no actual evidence that Pandora's Vault was made in creative mode or with World Edit or anything. We would need like an actual world download of the Dream SMP to have any chance of proving how it was actually made. Oh hey Dream, thanks for the world download. Alright, here it is, Pandora's Vault. Time for some real Minecraft archaeology. Let's review what we know. On December 6th, 2020, Austin streams the beginning of the construction, where he spends 2 hours clearing out one side of the coastline to make space, and yeah, that's it. He also theorizes with his chat on how he'll transport the Elder Guardian, singular.
Can you put him in a boat? Like, let's say I set my spawn somewhere near. Could I not just like slowly move him in a boat?
Then, 8 days later, he streams a second time, having already built the entire exterior and most of the redstone contraptions. During that stream, he spends 2 hours working on the keycard reader and showing Dream and Rambo what he'd already built off camera. Good so far. You can see virtually none of the obsidian is placed yet, by the way, nor is it in on-site chests yet. Instead, there's an entire layer of grass blocks covering the whole base of the prison, which, to remind you, is in an ocean, so he must have placed them. Now, to his credit, as the stream starts, he talks about how he's definitely going to need to go mining soon. You know, because he's low on redstone.
Oh, I have a little more redstone blocks. I don't have many though, so we might have to do a mining stream soon.
There's not a lot of talk about where he plans to get the obsidian. Oh, and I think it's worth mentioning this scene.
Honestly, chat, even if like someone trying to mess with the lockers does watch the stream, there is no shot that they take the time to copy down that password, right? There's just no chance.
You know, awesome dude, as far as a maximum security prison is concerned, I don't think typing a couple characters is all that bad. And with this, if I simply go into the machinery and bring my stone block over to this hopper and put it inside, I can hijack the machine to give me my very own copy of the keycard if I simply press this button. What? Pandora's Vault. Anyways, jokes aside, the next time we see Awesome Dude in a live stream, the entire prison is already done, which brings us to today. So let's see how he built it. Wow, first thing I noticed, for someone low on redstone, he really likes to use redstone blocks to light up every single lamp instead of, I don't know, levers or redstone torches. Speaking of lighting, by the way, if you had to light up a pillar like this one to stop mobs from spawning on top of it, what do you think is the easiest, quick way you would do it? That's right, a perfectly rectangular slab of glowstone blocks. That is the easiest way to do it if you're using World Edit, and that seems to have been a strategy on top of almost every single room until this. Lighting is my passion. Let's get to the important stuff. How much obsidian is there? Answer, around 850,000 blocks. That would require 250 double chests since they don't have access to shulker boxes. I don't see that lying around anywhere. Also, the entire grass floor seems to be gone. I guess that was temporary. In fact, now that I see it, this prison is pretty hollow. So how exactly is there 850,000 blocks of obsidian? Well, let's run a command to replace all obsidian blocks with black stained glass so we can see more clearly. Ah, that explains it. He decided to fill in this entire perfectly rectangular section under the ocean with 31 layers of solid obsidian. I guess he decided it was more important to reinforce the section where nothing is rather than up here. So it's not really hollow, it's only hollow where all the important high security rooms are, like if your ribcage defended your shins instead of your vital organs. And check out these World Edit artifacts. They somehow ended up with a flat rectangle of gravel here. I'm sure it's just a secret defense against anyone mining up, but only on this half. There's also this weird seagrass. It might look familiar to some of you. If you've ever used /drain in World Edit, you know it doesn't remove water from waterlogged blocks, and that way you can end up with very cursed looking kelp and seagrass. Recreating this effect in pure survival without any commands would be very difficult and very pointless. Oh, and wait a minute, I just noticed. Didn't they say something about how hard it would be to get one Elder Guardian so they would only get one? There's actually quite a few here. I think I count like 10, but that gave me a very good idea. You know that statistics page that tells you everything you've ever done in the game and in what quantities? Well, it has to store that information somewhere in the world file. Maybe it's in this file named stats. It has a list of UUIDs, but if we find the one for Awesome Dude and rename it to my own UUID, the game will think that his statistics are actually my statistics, so I can read them in game. And oh, 20 Elder Guardian spawn eggs used. I must have found them in a very rare treasure. The funny thing is, spawn eggs don't spawn mobs that persist, so he probably spawned in the first 10, then wondered why they disappeared, spawned in the second 10, and after they disappeared, he realized the problem and spawned these ones in with commands. That could explain the 2 command blocks he's placed on the server. Not sure. Not to mention 1 cow spawn egg, probably for milk, 11 turtles for some reason, 6 zombified piglins and sheep, 9 cats and 1 shulker spawn for some reason. He also built this 6-block netherite door after only ever crafting 1 netherite block, and I don't blame him for that. He's only ever mined enough ancient debris to craft 3 netherite blocks at most, and I don't think he can even afford that since this is just barely enough ancient debris, maybe to make the supposed 3 backup netherite sets per guard, not including himself, which, go figure, all the guard re-equipping stations are completely empty. My point being, Awesome Dude definitely made very liberal use of his operator firms, and most of that was pretty clearly on Pandora's fault. And if you're wondering, Awesome Dude has placed a grand total of 28,965 blocks of obsidian, only 821,000 blocks shy. Now here's the issue. My friend Watto pointed this out on Twitter for a bit of fun, and the responses were incredibly angry. Oh god forbid Minecraft players have fun when they play. If command blocks make your server smoother to run, that's fine. It was never about a record or die-hard survival. Also, like 30 people were on that. Do we just hate them all now? Yeah, Watto. Do we just hate everyone involved with this server? Everyone we've ever loved, Watto? Do we just hate sunshine and laughter now? Is that what we should hate, Watto? No, I promise you, I don't care. I already believe that Pandora's Vault was made in creative mode, and if it makes these people feel better, I'll remind you, every other prison in the community has been made with World Edit. Awesome Dude made the claim that he would build it all legit, talking big game about how he would transport the Elder Guardians and everything. And today I have the evidence to disprove it. I debunked John, it's what I do. This might be surprising to these types of people, but I actually really love Pandora's Vault. It is prison community history, and we finally have access to it. I'm really glad it was built in the first place, and so Watto actually took the Dream SMP World download and cleared out.
Here's how to make a fucking find the SMP. Side it. In the description.
It because infested stone now generates in all 6 new mountain biomes. They can now even hide in deep slate, so don't be surprised when you're ambushed by a gang of silverfish. I'll give you my money, just let me keep my diamonds. Number 9. While caving in 1.18, you should know Mojang's official names for each type of cave. And they've picked some pretty weird ones. Long thin caves are spaghetti caves, noodle caves are the even thinner ones, and cheese caves are the ones with large stone towers. I guess I can see why. Number 10. Another new underground feature you need to learn about is the aquifer, because they're surprisingly great for finding diamonds. These are those flooded cave systems you find that can even take the shape of massive underground lakes. Diamonds are less likely to generate touching air, but because they're full of water, aquifers make diamonds more common and you can still see them. We're gonna be rich. Number 11. Speaking of underwater lakes, squids are gonna be a lot less annoying now. Before they'd spawn in water at any height in Bedrock Edition. Now they're restricted to just 14 possible Y coordinates. Low squids now only spawn beneath Y equals 30 instead of 63. Both also have a 5% chance to spawn as a baby in Bedrock Edition, who I've actually never seen before. Number 12. The new Other Side disc plays an amazing song, but the disc itself has some odd properties. Placing a comparator next to a jukebox playing it will emit a stronger signal than any other disc in the game. Also, creepers can't drop Other Side or Pickstep, even though they do drop all the other discs. It makes sense not to drop Pickstep as that one's unique, but why not Other Side? The song's so good they want to keep it themselves. Number 13. It's so much easier to get powder snow, but that means it's much easier for it to catch you off guard. So while in groves and snowy slopes, avoid the freezing effect by wearing leather boots. Skeletons turn into strays in powder snow, and polar bears don't take damage. So watch out. Interestingly, go to the only mobs that avoid powder snow, meaning the ghosts truly are the smartest mobs in Minecraft. Somehow. Number 14. On the 1.17 title screen, you might have spotted this random splash text saying, this splash text has been delayed until part 2. Well, now that Caitlin puts part 2 finally out, we can see what this text was going to say. Here we go. The splash says, this splash text is now available. They expected a little more, but that's alright. Number 15. 1.18 is not supposed to be adding new blocks, but the new biomes mean that the spore blossom can now be found in survival. Remember never to break them with shears though. Breaking them with shears uses up the durability, when they can be broken instantly with your hand as well and still drop. Spore blossoms can be placed under any block, but not leaves for some reason, even though they blend in better under leaves than they do under glass. So number 16, another item that didn't naturally generate before this update is the drip leaf. So here are some interesting facts you need to remember about them. Minecraft's drip leaves used to look like this. Powering a big one makes it not flop down. You can turn a small one into 5 big ones, but you can't turn them back. Bone meal makes a big one grow. The big ones can now only be placed on certain blocks. An axe is best for breaking big ones, and small ones only drop when mined with shears. Oh, what just happened? Number 17. Now that the lush caves biome actually generates, we can also finally find azaleas. Placing an azalea within 2 blocks of an oak or birch sapling will have a 5% chance of the tree having a bee nest with bees inside. This actually works with all flower types too. Number 18. The moss blocks you find in lush caves used to let you break bedrock. Using bone meal on them will cause certain types of nearby blocks to be converted to moss blocks. When Mojang were adding this feature, they forgot to make sure to only change certain blocks, meaning that they could even change bedrock. Moss is stronger than you think. Another weird thing about these blocks is that they let you put nether fungi on them, but not mushrooms. Number 19. Nothing beats the satisfaction of completing a difficult achievement, and 1.18 adds 4 new advancements to the Java edition. They include things like riding a shredder in the overworld, playing a jukebox in a meadow, or my favorite, trading with a villager at the new height limit. Just when you thought trading prices were high enough, the adventuring time advancement has also increased from 30 required biomes to 50, which is going to need some serious trekking. Number 20. Amongst the major changes being made to Minecraft, this update also brings a few tiny details that you didn't notice but will appreciate. When you find a buried treasure chest in Java edition, you'll always get a potion of water breathing now. Some new things like water droplets making splash particles and temples being banned from generating in the water just make the game a little bit more accurate. Number 21. Most new mountains are really snowy, but that wouldn't make sense right next to a warm biome like a savanna or jungle. Luckily, Mojang thought this through. When a mountain tries to generate next to a warm biome, it becomes a stony peaks biome. Instead of having ghosts like the jagged peaks biome, stony peaks have no mobs at all. Well, apart from monsters. Number 22. 1.18 has added a bunch of biomes and that's no secret.
I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Which will be 6 of the last days.